Uh, the second part of this press briefing for the day involves the organizations of agriculture and horticulture. Okay, I am the administrative secretary for agriculture and horticulture, and along with me for this particular press briefing, I have my director of horticulture, Mr. Sevang Funchukji. I have my chief agricultural officer of Leh, who is also the nodal officer for the Directorate of Agriculture, Mr. Thinlis Dawaji, and I have my undersecretary, Mr. Amir Suhail, an officer of the Jammu Kashmir Administrative Services, okay, who is a undersecretary for agriculture as well as horticulture. Okay, so I'll keep this briefing short enough, but with a lot of information to share, because I've already given in fact these organizations have already provided the copies to you all, okay, on the major achievements of the agriculture as well as the major achievements and the initiatives being taken by horticulture. Now let me begin with agriculture, which is not, please note, which is not in this particular press briefing note. Okay, there is a scheme, okay, and we have nearly 19,589 people, farmers, basically farmers, who are registered under this scheme. This scheme is the PM Kisan scheme, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, the Samman scheme. Under this particular scheme, which the Honorable Prime Minister has, is a very successful and very honorable scheme in which he recognizes the effort put in by the farmers of the country. Without their toil, without their hard work, we would not get food to eat. Let us also celebrate our farmers, their achievement, because without their toil, without their hard work, there would be no food on our table per se. And that is why the Honorable Prime Minister came out with this particular scheme, recognizing the efforts in which annually 6,000 rupees is given as a small assistance to a farmer. Now, in this UT, we are having eligible 20,539 farmers eligible to avail of this scheme. And for your information, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has been kind enough to exempt a particular important condition. Earlier, the scheme was only eligible for those who had land on their own. Meaning, if you were the owner of the land, if the farmer was the owner of the land, only then he would get this scheme. But for the but for this union territory, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, just in the month of October, after the due efforts of our Directorate of Agriculture, with the efforts of our advisor, Dr. Pawan Kotwal, and the Honorable HLG, our Honorable LG, the ministry has exempted the farmers of the union territory from the requirement of having their land. That means if they are also tilling on government land, if they are also farming on monastery land, there are a lot of monastery based lands here, okay, if they are farming on that also, they are eligible under the scheme. So out of 20,539 eligible farmers, we have been able to so far enroll 19,589. Around 900 are left out. And under this Viksit Bharat Sankalpa Yatra, which is already has begun, we are sure, and the Directorate of Agriculture and the Directorate of Horticulture would be successfully saturating all of them. But again, like how I said for the JJM scheme, there is a rider to it. On beginning of this, in the mid of this month, on 15th of this month, the 15th installment was given by the Prime Minister. Honorable Prime Minister released the 15th installment of 2,000 rupees to each of the eligible farmers. But in the Union Territory, out of 19,589, only 17,462 got it. Now you all will be asking me, what happened to the rest of the 2,000? Why they have not got it? Simple. They have not completed their EKYC. EKYC has not been completed by them. Now what is this EKYC? EKYC is simple. Seed your Aadhaar. Please give your Aadhaar to the nearest bank, to your bank account. Please seed your Aadhaar and please provide your biometric data. Simple. And our officers are there. Our officers are going hand to hand, house to house. They are visiting these days. I have pushed them to even visit during the night. Please catch hold of the farmer. Please take his biometrics. Please complete his eKYC norms so that they are able to. We are able to saturate, and the farmers, the eligible farmers under the PM Kisan, are able to get the benefit of the scheme. And therefore, through your medium, to this honorable medium of the press, I would appeal to each and every citizen who is a farmer here and who is eligible and already enrolled. Please complete your eKYC format. When you visit the nearest bank, please seed your Aadhaar. You will be visiting your bank because you will be there will be some banking transaction. Please visit our offices, our agricultural offices. Please complete your eKYC. As much as we are going to your houses, we reach out to to each one of you to do the eKYC. Please, you all also come towards us. So our thing is that we will be able to saturate by the next month end, by 31st of December. We have to cover up, so that we have to cover up all 20,539, specifically these 19,589. So this is the kind of approach, a request which I am making to each one of you all, to the farmers, to the medium of the press here. Okay, please reach out to us. And having said that, okay, please avail our schemes. There was agricultural growth here. Of course, with times there is a much need of food and food spaces which is coming from imports. Okay, but our production of fruits and vegetables alone is around 17,000 metric tons in a year, averagely in a year. But our consumption is almost double of it. 35,500 metric tons is our consumption. So the balance is met out from imports, which comes. And during the winter months, during the 5 months to 6 months of rigorous winter which are beset in here, nothing grows. But yet, the Directorate of Agriculture, the Directorate of Horticulture, and DIHAR, the Defense Institute of High Altitude Research, has come out with a very unique scheme, a unique construction known as the Ladakh greenhouse, which can produce perennially 24/7, 365 days agricultural produce, vegetables, fruits, which can sustain yourself. And there is a sufficient subsidy too. We have given 75% of the cost is entirely borne by the Directorate of Horticulture and the Directorate of Agriculture. Both of them are bearing 75% of the cost. So I appeal to all the people of the Union Territory. You all will have land. It's a small piece of land which you all need. Just 32 feet by 18 feet. That is a minimum size. Minimum 53.5 square meters of an area in which you can put up. It doesn't cost much. It just costs around 3,80,000, of which 75% is given by us. By us meaning the Directorate of Agriculture, Directorate of Horticulture. So please avail of this scheme so that you all are able to have your own source of vegetable, your own homegrown source of vegetable. Cumulated joy of having cultivated your own food and having it with your friends and family at large. Okay. And then come to our two unique products, the apricot and the sea buckthorn. To be glad that our director of horticulture will also share with you all. Just a month back, the patent office of the geographical indication office of the ministry has already notified sea buckthorn variety within the UT as endemic to the UT, and has given a GI tag. Now, with the GI tag, we should have benefits. These benefits should go to the people of the area, should go to the farmers of the area. While our cooperative sector is dwelling on it, let us also have a movement towards a sea buckthorn berry, under which we are able to harvest, we are able to process, we are able to add value to it. Only when you add value to it will the produce be effectively marketed across India and across the globe. That this is a unique product of the UTL, which is sea buckthorn berry, not the ones which come from China, not the ones which are from Himachal, but the ones which are there from a highest content of vitamin C, sweet in its taste, sour in its application, and to be used anywhere. We have our cooperatives are making quashes, are making there are agripreneurs who are doing it. Let's support them. And having said that, we have a very wonderful production plant of apricots in Nimu village. Okay, first of its kind in the UT, where round the year processing of apricots take place. And mind you, a fruit connoisseur myself, okay, this is one of the sweetest kind of apricots which I have tasted. Not even the Afghan varieties, not even the Turkish varieties. Okay, not to take names, but then this is the apricots of this area are unique, high index of sweetness, and very tasty. Even the jams and the squashes are excellent. The compote is also good. Having said that, why can't we come out through the means to the people? Please, y'all have area with y'all. Y'all have small area with y'all. Please plant apricots, grow them. Our plant also requires feed. The processing plant also requires. It's a 24/7, 365-day process. We dry, we produce. We have these apricots. We have this apricot produce, dried apricots, squashes, whatever. Okay, so if the people themselves are able to plant the varieties of apricots, okay, see the kind of production. It is not only for self consumption, but it will be also to export as well as utilize within our own scheme of things here. So this is a kind of this which we are looking about. Okay, and this is these are the two appeals which I would make to the people here. Grow these things. Okay, bring land under cultivation. Barley, rice, doing the vegetables. Okay, move into and here we have our full organization who can we have our full support team. Okay, from the agriculture side, from the horticulture side, who can support you all in this particular schemes, so that we can carry the mission ahead. Having said that, there is a very nice initiative which the LHATC Leh and LHATC Kargil has taken up in collaboration with horticulture and agriculture. That is Mission Organic. Happy to state that I think, as is their plan, by 2025, the entire area of the Union Territory will be certified organic. Okay, so you all will also be able to have the catch. I am organic. Okay, we do not use fertilizers, chemical fertilizers. We are only using organic fertilizers to add to, in quotes, organic fertilizer. Of course, fertilizers are needed. Okay, for the soil health, for growth, and the fertilizers are needed per se. But this is the kind of thing which are this, and so the other part, the cooperative sector is on the decline on as far as the fertilizers are concerned, because we are moving towards organic fertilizers, okay, and to cover much area. So the aim is to bring more land under cultivation. So we have our PHE who would be providing canal, micro irrigation and major irrigation support. And besides, Directorate of Horticulture, Agriculture and Horticulture also have schemes to provide micro irrigation work, and so that you can put your soil to cultivable use. Anything to add? Thank you.